Seventh Outlaw Pulpit. Thanks for joining me for this time that we can just chat a little bit. So, Easter's over. Is that it? Is that how it goes? This is kind of an interesting time of year for Christians because, quite honestly, we have Christmas time, and that was just a couple months ago, believe it or not. And then we have Easter. And what's interesting to me about Easter is the pomp and circumstance that a lot of churches go through to make the big Easter push, from doing things in the lobby, photo booths and everything, egg hunts and all of that stuff, to the big production, the message, everything like that. And then when it's over, what do we have? What do we go back to? Well, quite honestly, we go back to the normal praise and worship. We go back to sermon series. We go back to sermons, things like that. And, it kind of makes you wonder a little bit, like, is there more to this? I mean, when we read the scriptures, we read about how Jesus died on the cross. 3 days later, he rose from the dead. And the thing that we kind of forget is that after he resurrected, well, he actually made about, I think it's 8 more appearances in the flesh to people that he needed to get in touch with. There was one point where he got in touch with a crowd of 500 people. It's an amazing story. And we read of Mary Magdalene he got in touch with, a surprise visit to 2 men while they were walking to Emmaus, and on it goes. Doubting Thomas he ended up meeting with, and as I said, the 500 see Christ alive, and there's an appointment in Galilee and on the shores of Galilee, and there's a special appearance to James, and on it goes. And what that kind of tells me is that this resurrection that I know I hype up at our church. I mean, we did the egg hunt, we did things like that. I mean, it's kind of fun for kids and everything. But here's what I'm convinced of: resurrection, Easter, isn't something that we just celebrate and it's over. Resurrection is a lifestyle. It's got to be a lifestyle for Christians. Quite honestly, there's a lot of people that don't read their scripture, Christians too. They don't read the Bible. But if those people didn't read the Bible and you're the only Bible they have to read, would they see that Christ resurrected? Would they see a resurrection life by the way you carry yourself, by the way you treat others, by the way you parent your kids? If people only had the ability to look at the way you spend your money, would they see resurrection? All of these things go into play. And so, it's nothing profound that I'm saying here, but it's rather just a reminder that, this resurrection that we celebrate, that's great. The fact that Jesus died on the cross for us, that's awesome. It's amazing. And the resurrection is amazing too, but I think there's bigger implications for us, and that is we need to live this lifestyle. This isn't just something we do on Easter Sunday. This isn't just something we carry over 1 week after Easter. This is what we do. This is how Christians function. This is how we ought to live. And I realize, man, and I know I'm guilty of it, there are days where no, people probably won't see resurrection in me. But as a whole, as I strive for that, I hope and I pray that people see that in me and in my lifestyle. And I hope that people see that in you and the way you live and love your spouse, your kids, and the way you carry yourself at your job and all of those things. So just some words for thought as we are done with the Easter season, but that the resurrection lifestyle needs to carry on in our own lives. If you have any questions, send them over to outlawpulpit@gmail.com. I will get back to you as soon as I can. Have a great day.